Welcome back to the World Model Podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing the synthetic data deluge, training AI on AI generated realities. The fuel of modern AI is data, but we are hitting a wall. High quality labeled real world data is expensive, scarce, and often private. Meanwhile, our models are getting hungrier. This conflict is birthing a new paradigm. If the real world can't provide enough data, we will create our own. We are entering the era of synthetic data deluge, where world models and game engines generate infinite, perfect, varied training models for their successors. But this creates a new and strange risk. What happens when an AI is trained entirely on the dreams of other AI? The logic is irresistible. A company developing a self-driving car needs data on rare, dangerous scenarios. A child running into the street at night during a rainstorm. Capturing this in the real world is ethically and practically impossible. But in a photorealistic simulator like Nvidia's Drive Sim or a game engine like Unreal, you can spawn this exact scenario a million times, with infinite variations in lighting, vehicle type, and pedestrian behavior. You get perfectly labeled data. You know exactly where every pixel of the child is without risk. This is scaling across domains. Need to train a medical AI to detect rare cancers, generate synthetic MRI scans with perfect tumor annotations. Need to train a robot to handle delicate objects, generate physics accurate simulations of a million different grasp attempts. The synthetic data pipeline is becoming the data backbone of industrial AI. But this creates a dangerous feedback loop. We train AI model A on real data to build world model. We then use world model to generate synthetic data. We then train AI model B entirely on that synthetic data. But model B's reality is now a filtered, simplified version of model A's reality, which was itself an approximation of the real world. Errors and biases can compound with each generation. This is model collapse or inbreeding. The AI's understanding of the world becomes a blurry photocopy of a photocopy, losing touch with the original. The solution is not to abandon synthetic data, but to build rigorous reality checks. This means maintaining a crucial high fidelity connection to the real world. You cannot close the loop entirely. You must continually inject fresh real world data to ground your synthetic generations. You must build validation suites that test your AI, not just on synthetic benchmarks, but on messy, unpredictable real world tasks. Furthermore, we need to develop techniques for auditing the latent spaces of our generative world models to ensure they are not omitting or distorting important but rare aspects of reality. The goal is curated diversity, using simulation to explore the long tails of possibility, but always anchored by the gritty truth of physical experience. My controversial take is that the future of AI development will be dominated by those who master the synthetic data supply chain. It will be a core competitive advantage, more valuable than algorithms or even compute in many cases. The company with the best, most diverse, and most grounded synthetic data engine will be able to train more capable, more robust models faster and cheaper than anyone else. But this also creates a centralization risk. If a handful of companies or nations control the most powerful world models that generate the synthetic data, they effectively control the feedstock for all future AI. The democratization of AI could be strangled in the crib by synthetic data oligopoly. This control over simulated realities has one domain where it has been a priority for decades: warfare. Our next episode examines how militaries are using world models to fight wars in silicon before they are fought in steel and blood. This has been the World Model Podcast. We examine the fuel of the future. Subscribe now.